You wanted to unmask Cynthia, to see the AI behind the curtain? Well, your wish is granted.
All right, so this right here is the home dashboard for Cynthia Unmasked. And I want to walk you through this slowly because this is where everything starts. On the left-hand side, this is your main navigation. This isn't clutter and it isn't random. Every single button here is tied directly to a creator workflow. Starting at the very top, you'll see the Cynthia Unmasked logo. That's your anchor point. No matter where you are in the platform, clicking that brings you right back here, your home dashboard. Right below that is the Create button. This is your main entry point when you're ready to actually make something. It doesn't lock you into one tool. It opens creation paths depending on whether you're working with text, images, video, or clips. Under that, we move into Home, which is exactly where we are now. This page gives you a full overview, tools, recent creations, and fast entry points so you're not digging through menus. Projects is where your work lives. Every render, every draft, every video, image, or clip you generate gets organized there. Nothing disappears, nothing gets hidden behind credits or limits. Image Studio takes you directly into image creation and enhancement. This is where you generate, upscale, and prepare visual assets without jumping between tools. Video/Avatar Lab is where you work with talking avatars, motion-based visuals, and video-centric assets. This is designed so you don't need 3 different platforms just to make one video. Chat gives you a built-in assistant space, not for hype, but for planning, scripting, and refining ideas inside your workspace. Video Generator is exactly what it sounds like. This is where full video builds happen from prompts, scripts, or assets you already created. Moving down into assets, you've got avatars, voices, templates, and brand kit. This is where consistency lives. Your look, your sound, your style, stored once and reused without rebuilding every time. Media and gallery are where your raw and finished assets stay organized. No external storage juggling. At the bottom under is the home dashboard for Cynthia Unmasked. Subscriptions, and I want to walk you through this slowly because this is where everything starts. No buried on the left-hand side. Now let's talk about the main dashboard area. Front and center, you'll see the headline, Create Fearlessly, Build Smarter, Unmask the Future. That's not marketing fluff. That's the entire reason this platform exists. Right below that, you see the core creation paths. Text to video, image to video, click cut, and brand tools. These are fast lanes. You click what matches your workflow and you're in. That orange Try It Now button, that's a direct jump into creation. No setup walls, no credit warnings. Below that are quick launch buttons, open text, video, open image, video, and open click cut. These exist so you don't lose momentum. If you already know what you're making, you don't need to think, you just go. Next section is creator tools. These are pre-built flows designed to save time, not upsell you. Photo talking avatar turns a still image into a speaking host. Video agent script lets you describe an idea and turn it into a structured video plan. Image Studio, again, fast access. Translate and dub is for multilingual content without exporting your project somewhere else. Brand Kit preset keeps your colors, logos, and overlays consistent. Social Clip 60s is for short form content, fast cuts, quick output. And you'll also see text arrow video and image arrow video flows labeled clearly so you know exactly what engine you're using. On the right side, you've got recent creations. This is real status tracking, rendered, draft, queued, so you always know what's happening with your content. Finally, at the bottom, there's the video agent input. This is where you literally tell the system what you want to make. You choose the speaker mode, your aspect ratio, and your format, then you send it forward. No credits ticking down, no hidden limits, just creation. This dashboard isn't here to impress you, it's here to stay out of your way. All right, now this is where things start getting really interesting. This is the video generator page, and I want to slow this down because this page is doing a lot more than people realize at first glance. At the top, you'll see video generator, and right under it, there's an important line most people skip right past. This page supports both a simple built-in generator and more advanced engines underneath it. That's intentional. Let's start with the first section, Simple Generator, also labeled as a fallback engine. This is here for reliability and speed. You type in a prompt like making a short explainer announcement or vertical video, and it handles the basics without you needing to touch advanced settings. This is perfect when you just want something done quickly. Under the prompt box, you'll see duration. This controls how long the video will be, not an estimate, not a credit-based limit. You choose the length. Right next to it is aspect ratio. This is where you decide if the video is vertical, horizontal, or formatted for platforms like YouTube. You're not resizing later, you're building it correctly from the start. Then you hit generate video, and the system takes that prompt and starts building the video automatically. Now, this is where we go deeper. The next section is text, video, powered by a more advanced workflow. This is where you describe a scene, atmosphere, mood, motion, and the system generates actual video from text. You'll notice the prompt example talks about things like lighting and environment. That's because this section is designed for cinematic control, not just basic clips. Again, you've got duration and aspect ratio, but this time you're pairing them with more expressive prompts. Then below that is image, video, and this one's huge. This lets you upload an image and something you created or already have and turn it into motion. You can guide it with an optional prompt like subtle camera movement or depth. This is where still images stop being static. You choose the image, optionally add motion guidance, pick your duration, pick your aspect ratio, and then generate. Now this section right here, or avatar video, this is one of the most powerful parts of the platform. You upload a face image, you upload a voice file, and it creates a talking avatar video. No external services, no exporting files back and forth. This is already strong on its own. But here's where I want to talk about what we're building next. We are actively building this platform so you won't be limited to one character at a time. The goal is scenes, real scenes, multiple characters, multiple voices, speaking at the same time, responding to each other, sharing the same environment. Think interviews, conversations, storytelling, dialogue scenes, not stitched together, not faked in editing, but actually generated as a single scene. That's why this page is structured the way it is. These blocks aren't isolated tools, they're building blocks. And below that, you'll see avatar motion. This lets you take a face image and a driving video, meaning motion from one video can be transferred onto another character. This is how you start creating expressive, natural movement without manual animation. Again, this isn't about gimmicks, it's about control. You'll notice something important across this entire page. There are no credit counters, no warnings, no pop-ups telling you you've used too much. You're choosing how you create, not negotiating with the platform. This page is designed so that when we flip the switch on multi-character scenes, conversations, and shared timelines, it all fits right here, naturally. This isn't a collection of tools, it's a studio. All right, so this next part is where I want to slow down and really explain how this platform is meant to think, not just what it does, because this section tells you how everything connects. Let's start with avatars. This page is about identity. It's about who is actually showing up on screen when you create. You'll see built-in avatars you can start with immediately, and you can also upload your own, because not everyone wants to look like a stock character. When you upload an avatar here, you're not just uploading a picture. You're creating a character that lives inside the platform, something you can come back to, reuse, evolve, and eventually place into different kinds of content without starting over. That's intentional because creation shouldn't feel disposable. Avatars are treated as assets, not exports, meaning they're meant to grow with your work, not disappear after one render. Now, when you move over to voices, this is where personality starts to show up. You can type text and generate voice audio directly inside the platform, choose the style, and save it. And once that voice exists, It's not locked into a single use or a single video. Voices are designed to be reusable, interchangeable, and flexible so you can test ideas, change delivery, or pair the same voice with different characters without rebuilding everything. You'll also notice how closely voices and avatars are connected. That's on purpose. This platform is built so that once something exists, a voice, a face, a character, it stays connected to your workflow. No constant downloading, re uploading, or breaking your creative flow just to move to the next step. And that brings us to media. Media is the memory of this platform. Every image, every video, every voice file lives here so you can reuse it later. This is how you build projects over time instead of recreating the same assets again and again. Media is what turns this from a one-click generator into something closer to an actual studio. You're not just making content, you're building a library. And I want to be really clear about something here. None of these pages are meant to be isolated tools, avatars, voices, media. They're all designed to work together. That's why the layout looks the way it does. That's why things feel connected instead of scattered. The goal is to reduce friction, to let you focus on ideas, storytelling, education, creativity, instead of managing 5 different platforms just to get one thing done. This section of the platform isn't about flash, it's about foundation. It's about making sure that when you sit down to create, you're not starting from zero every single time. And everything you're seeing here is being built with one question in mind. How do we make creation feel easier, not more complicated? That question drives every decision you're seeing on this page. All right, before I end this video, I want to slow down for a minute and just talk to you. No demos, no buttons, just me and you. First, I need to say this, and I really mean it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to my subscribers, and I'm sorry to the people who've been finding this channel recently and wondering why I haven't been posting as much as I used to. This isn't because I don't care. It's actually the opposite. The truth is, building this platform has completely taken over our lives. I'm talking 18 to 20-hour days, sometimes 7 days a week, days where you wake up, sit down at the computer, and suddenly it's 3 in the morning and you haven't even realized time passed. This platform has eaten up almost all of our time, mentally, physically, emotionally. And there were moments where I genuinely questioned whether it was worth it. But every time I thought about stopping, I thought about why I started. And that brings me to the honest reason this platform exists in the first place. I was tired. I was tired of bouncing from platform to platform just to make a 2-minute video. One platform for avatars, another for voices, another for clips, another for editing, another for branding, another for downloads, and every single one of them looked affordable on the surface until you actually tried to create. Credits disappearing, tokens draining, hidden usage caps. You've reached your limit. Upgrade to unlock. That feature costs extra. And it wasn't always obvious. A lot of it was hidden, buried, or written in tiny text you don't notice until you've already paid. I remember sitting there thinking, how is this helping creators? And honestly, one of the biggest inspirations for this platform came from my frustration with avatar and video tools in particular. They worked, but only within tight little boxes. You couldn't experiment freely. You couldn't create long form content without watching credits vanish. You couldn't build real scenes or conversations. And if you wanted something more advanced, you were suddenly paying multiple subscriptions, sometimes hundreds of dollars a year, just to keep creating. That's when I decided if I was already spending this much time fighting tools, I might as well build the one I wish existed. And that's exactly what this is. This platform is being built for actual creation, kids' cartoons, YouTube videos, podcasts, educational content, storytelling, interviews, family projects. One thing that really matters to me personally is photos. I've watched people lose old family photos, damaged, faded, torn, and I wanted a place where people could actually restore those memories, not just generate flashy content, but preserve something real. This isn't just about AI videos, this is about people. Now, I also want to be very clear about expectations. When this platform launches, it will be in beta. That means there will be bugs, things will break, something won't render the way it should, a button might not behave perfectly yet, and that's okay because this is being built with creators, not behind closed doors pretending everything is flawless. Suggestions are not just welcome, we're genuinely open to them. That's how this platform improves. Another reality of beta is GPU usage. During high activity, there may be wait times. That's not artificial, that's real infrastructure. At the same time, we are intentionally allowing longer creations. You won't be locked into just 30 seconds or 1 minute. You'll be able to generate 10 to 15-minute videos in a single run. And yes, that ties up GPUs longer, but creators deserve long form content, not just shorts. Behind the scenes, a lot is happening that you don't see. This platform isn't built on one cyst.